My name is James Averett. My interest in aviation began when I was a teenager, and a man offered me an opportunity to learn to fly back in the early 1960s, and my dad wouldn't let me do it. Then my brother became a pilot in the mid-70s just for enjoyment, and he did use it for travel some. And I had an interest in it then, but did not have the opportunity to explore that or learn. I waited until sometime, I think it was around 2005, that I had an opportunity to get involved with a flying club that we were trying to start taking some training. And so I began doing some training then, but had a health issue and had to stop. And I waited until after I retired. I bought an aircraft along with my brother, and we both started training again in that particular aircraft. I investigated using a regular airplane, and I thought they were too light to be safe. And so I started looking at alternatives, and so we ended up buying a gyrocopter, or gyroplane as the official term for the federal government is. It's safer because it's always in auto rotation, which means that that rotor is free spinning, and it doesn't have any power to it once you take off. An airplane has a wing that is structure that sticks out from the cabin on each side. The gyrocopter or gyroplane has a rotary wing, and it turns by the wind going up through that, makes it get turned, and that gives it the lift. The visibility in a gyro is so much better than a regular airplane. You can see for several miles. For example, I live about 10 miles from the airport, and I can see the airport over at 1,500 feet above my house. I can see the airport 10 miles away. So your visibility is just unreal like that. I go to extensive means to maintain the aircraft. I actually went and took classes and learned how to do the maintenance on it myself, so I'm certified to do maintenance by the federal government on my own aircraft, and to maintain it in a manner that is safe for flying. The airport that I chose to keep my aircraft at is a small airport. It has a good atmosphere, which I like, and a lot of camaraderie with other pilots at the airport. And we maintain the airport pretty much. The pilots themselves volunteer time to maintain the airport and the runway and keep the airport up. They allowed me to build my own hangar at that airport so that we have an enclosed hangar to keep our gyroplane in. I share it with another friend who has a gyroplane, or gyrocopter if you want to call it that. He and I financed building the hangar. And when we started working on it, then some of the other pilots out there just volunteered and came in and actually helped us build that hangar. That's because of the atmosphere that we have at that airport, is assisting each other, and I like that kind of community. It builds a relationship with people. I've had people come in off the interstate, which runs near the airport, as I take off and sometimes come in for land, and they've never seen a gyroplane, and so they'll come in and want to find out what it's about and talk to me about it and ask what it is, and just to learn a little bit about it. A lot of interest in that. Some pilots of regular airplanes have come in and also want to take a ride with me sometimes, and so I graciously give them an opportunity to learn more about flying the gyroplane, and I've taken several of them up for a ride in mine. And they're just amazed at the difference in that and a regular airplane. I enjoy flying with my grandkids and my daughters as well, and just taking friends for rides sometimes.